Imagine creating high-paying UGC videos without ever picking up a camera or even showing your face. The game has completely changed. Gone are those days when you needed expensive cameras, lighting setups, or fancy studios to create professional UGC content. Thanks to AI, you can now create insanely realistic AI-generated UGC videos right from your laptop or even your phone, and brands are already paying creators for this type of content. Every single video you're seeing on my screen right now was created using AI. And in today's video, I'm going to break down my exact step-by-step workflow so you can learn how to do this yourself. Whether you want to become an AI creator, you want to start making money online, or you just want to create content without putting your face out there, this video is going to give you the help to get started. So grab yourself a glass of water, juice, or whatever keeps you locked in, and let's dive straight into it. What you need is a clear photo of your AI avatar or your AI twin. You also need a clear picture of the products that you want to create the video for. For this video, I'll be using this product here. And one thing that you need to note is that your product picture has to be on a clean white background. For this one, it's not on a clean white background, but don't worry, I'm going to show you how to get it on a white background in just a moment. So this is the product that I'll be creating a UGC content for, and I already have an image of my AI twin on my system. So I'll show you step by step how to do this now. So to get started, we'll first go to ChatGPT and I'll upload the picture of the products that I want to use, which is this one here, right? So this is the product. This one on the white background is the content of what I have here. The corn is coated in chocolate, so that's the content. I'll be using that as a reference in the video or in my prompt as we go on as well. So now I've uploaded the picture and I'm going to drop this prompt to ChatGPT and say, kindly give me a high quality render of the attached image on a white background. So if you have your product picture not on a white background, you can as well do this to get it on a clean white background for you. So I've sent that into ChatGPT and I'll wait for it to generate the image for me. This is what ChatGPT has generated for me. You can see that it's the same exact picture, right, on a clear white background. The text is retained. Let's just have a look at that. Yeah, so everything is retained as it should be. So all I'm going to do now is just click on the image and then click on this down arrow button to download it onto my device. Then the next thing I'm going to do now is I'll go on to ChatGPT, but this time around, I'll be making use of this custom GPT called the AI UGC Ads Director. So I'm going to click on that. So it will open a new window like this for me, right? So this is the AI UGC Ads Director. And this is a custom GPT that has been trained to generate prompt for AI UGC content, right? So this is an AI UGC director that generates production ready video ad prompt for any product the user provides. That's just all it's trained to do. So all I'm going to do on this is upload the image now of the product on the white background, which is this, right? And then I'm going to also upload the image of the content because I don't want it to give it a different color. I want it to get the exact content as it is. So I have that here already. So then I'm just going to send. I don't need to give any prompt, but if you want to give a prompt, you can. So for this now, I'm just going to send it and it already knows what it should do. Okay, so the UGC director is asking me to provide more information on all of this. So I'm going to answer these questions now very quickly. We're going to answer it together and then it will generate the prompt for us. So it's asking for the product name is Love Corn. It's a roasted chocolate coated in chocolate. It's a roasted corn, coated in chocolate. And it's for snacking. Okay, so the second, sorry about that. I'm going to stop that before it generates anything. Okay. So I'm just going to click on edit and then I'm going to answer the second question and say, so it's asking now what the output type that I want. So for this one, I would want a B-roll content. So there are different output types that this GPT has been trained to give. So it can give you a full UGC script plus the Sedan script, which we'll use later on in Higgsfield, the Sedan prompt to generate the video. It can also create B-roll only type of content for you. It can generate viral hook concept. So this one will start with a hook to grab the viewer's attention. Then if you want more, you can do that. If you want all of the above, you can just state all of the above. Right, but for this one, I'm going to say I want a full UGC script, right? I want a full UGC script with B-roll, with some B-roll. Okay, so I will say this. And then for the third question is asking what the video length I want. So if for the model we're going to use for the video generation, it can generate 15 seconds video length per time. So if you want more than 15 seconds video, you have to generate it in 2 parts and then you stitch them together. We're going to see how to do that in a moment, right? So for this one, I will just say 30 seconds, 2 parts, right? Okay, and then for the next question, which is number 4, it's asking for the ad style. Again, there are different style of UGC ads, right, that you can generate. So there's what we call the raw authentic, which is similar to things that we see on TikTok, right? TikTok is a very raw platform, like it is very natural as it is. It's not like Instagram where things are like, where it's all aesthetics and luxury, right? And then you have the problem solving, you have testimonial, you have educational content type, and a whole lot of other art style as well. So for this one, I'll just say raw authentic, right? But for something like a skincare product or a supplement, I might say problem solution, right? Because for skincare, maybe for people that have dark spot, for example, I want the product to show the before with the dark spot and then now without the dark spot. So that's like an example of a good example of where you can use the problem solution. But for this one, I'll just say raw authentic. Okay, and then for the next question, which is number 5, the platform I'm going to be posting the video on is on TikTok, right? So if you're going to do that for Instagram or YouTube, you can just state that, because it's going to generate the video particularly for the platform that you want to use it on. And then the target audience, I'll say all gender, all age, right? Okay. And then the next one, which is number 7, is asking for, so number 7 is what we just answered. Is my labeling wrong? 1 name, 2 output type, 3 video length, 4 is the ad style. Okay, so the number 5 is the ad angle actually. So I omitted number 5. I'm just going to copy this and put in number 7. And then this is supposed to be number 6. Okay, so number 5 now, the ad angle, I want it to be maybe a day in the life, right? It's not an authority kind of, it's not a before and after, it's not a problem solution. I'm not comparing it with anybody. It's not an unboxing. So for this one, I'll just say day in the life, okay? So number 5, day in the life. Okay, so that's good. And then the next one now, which is number 8, right? The main problem that it's solving, there's no problem it's solving. Or give to the customer, it gives satisfaction from snacking, right? Okay, snacking on the corn. Let me just say gives satisfaction from snacking. Okay, so the next one, which is number 9, the hook, I would leave it to decide the best hook to use, or just say no hook needed. Okay, no hook needed for this kind of video. Okay, so number 10 now. So if it's like a before and after kind of video, you can start with a hook. If you have a hook in mind that you want to use, if you're not sure the kind of hook to use, just tell the custom GPT to decide the best hook for you. Okay, and then number 10, for my character, I already have my AI twin image that I'll be using. So I will tell it that I will attach a reference image. Okay, so I'll attach a reference image. If you don't have an AI avatar of yourself, or I mean an AI avatar that you've created to use for your UGC content, or you do not have your AI twin, I already made a video on how you can create realistic AI avatars or AI twin. So do well to watch that video if you need a reminder on how to create realistic avatars. Okay, so the 11th question, character details. So this is about the hair, the outfit. I'll just ask you to change it to fit the scene, right? Change it to fit the scene. I'll leave it as that. And then but if you have any particular hair you want her to wear, any particular outfit, any makeup that you want, if you want a soft makeup, a full glam makeup, you can specify all of that here. Okay, but I'll just say change it to fit the outfit, to fit the scene rather. So the next question is asking about the environment where she is. So for this one, I would say She is in her modern living room. So I'm going to do that. If you want her to be in her kitchen, you can specify. If you want her to be anywhere, you can specify that. But for this one, I'll just say she is in her modern living room, right? Okay. And then the next question, the tone and the accent. So I want it to be raw and authentic. The color palette, skin tone, nail style, and everything. So for this one, I'm just going to say keep it raw and authentic, right? Okay, so the more question you answer, that's the more information you give to the custom GPT, the more it's going to be able to generate realistic videos for you. Okay, so number 14, which is the last question, is asking if there's anything to include, phrases to avoid, or brand guidelines. I don't have any, but if you do, you can just state them here. So for that question, I'm going to say none. Okay, I can already see the product. Okay, yeah, so that's fine. I'm going to attach my AI twin now because I said I was going to do that. So okay, so I think what I'm going to do is copy all of this since I had already sent that before mistakenly. So I'm going to copy that and I'm going to paste it here, then attach my AI twin image. I should have that somewhere here. Okay, so this is a character sheet of my AI twin, right? So this is what I use if I want the AI avatar to look like me, to have my face. So once I give all of this information, I'm just going to click on send prompt, and then it's going to generate the prompts that I need to for the video generation for me now. Okay, now, so we have the prompt fully built for us, right? So you can see this is a full UGC script for the students prompt that we need. And because I said I wanted it in two parts, so this is the part one, day in the life snack moment, and this is the part two, the B-roll part of it, okay? So these are just like B-roll inside to tell me the kind of B-rolls that is going to include in there, and then further editing, editing suggestions that if you need to edit it before you post. Okay, so yeah, so what I'm going to do now is copy this prompt. I'm going to start by copying the first part of the prompt just to tell to have more information about the product, right? So I've copied that, and then the next tool we're going to use is hicksfield.ai. If you do not already have an account on Hicksfield, go to this website hicksfield.ai and create an account for yourself. It's not a free tool, unfortunately. It is a paid tool, and this is the platform I use because it's an all-in-one platform where you can generate your images and your videos, right? So once you create an account, you have a subscription. All you have to do is come to the top here and click on video, and then click on Sedans 2.0. Okay, so I've selected Sedans 2.0. Now Sedans 2.0 on its own is a little bit expensive. You can see here for any 15 seconds video generation that I do on a 1080p resolution, it's going to use 135 credits, but that's a little bit on the high side. So I like to use the fast version. It's also very good, but it's not as expensive as the Sedans 2.0. Now the difference between the two is that Sedans 2.0, not the fast version now, the original Sedans 2.0, which is this first one here, will give you a very high quality production compared to the second one. This one compromises a little bit on the quality over the speed, right? But the difference is not too much. You can always edit your videos on CapCut. You can always increase the resolution, the sharpness, and the sharpness on TikTok to make it look better. Okay, so that's the one I always used to reduce cost. So the prompt I copied, I'm going to paste it here. That's the first part. Okay, and then I'm going to go back to ChatGPT and copy my part one. I'm going to go back to my Hicksfield, and I'm going to paste it here. Okay, now I need to also attach a reference image of my product that I want to generate the video for, as well as the reference image of my avatar who will be talking about the product. Okay, so I have my avatar here already that I've uploaded, so I'm going to pick that. This is my avatar picture that has been uploaded. Then I'm going to click on this plus button to bring in my product. So we have that on a white background. I'm going to bring in this, and then I'm going to bring in the other one that shows the content. So let's wait for this to upload. So I'm also going to bring the content of the love con, so it shows what it looks like. Okay, so I'll click this as well. So now I'll insert this. As you insert every reference picture that you insert, or it will all show here at the top of your prompt. So I have my avatar or my AI twin. I have the image of the product. So I'll wait for this to finish the check, and then I'll also add it to my reference image. Now, another thing I like to do, one more thing I like to do, if it's a talking video where my avatar or my UGC creator will be talking, I also have a sample of my voice here, which I've recorded on 11 Labs. I've trained my voice on 11 Labs. So I have a sample of my voice here. You can just also record using your phone. You can record your voice using your phone. For a short 1 minute video voice recording is fine, and then you upload it here so that your avatar can have a consistent voice as well. As much as you're trying to keep the facial consistency, you also want to try to keep the voice consistent as much as you can. So I'm going to click on my voice now, so that I can attach to the reference. So we have that here, as you can see. So the content, this one. So we have all our 4 reference images and or media here, all 4 reference media. I have my avatar, I have the product I want to use, the content of the product, as well as my voice. So one more thing I like to do before I click on the generate button, right, is anywhere the product is mentioned, I like to tag it. So I come up here, I'll read through the prompt, right, and I'll say hyper realistic raw phone shot of a TikTok UGC, which is a black woman, matching the attached character reference. So I'll do this and do the art, select my character reference so that it knows that this is the person or the character that I want to use, right? You can see that the image has been inserted here. Okay, sit in the modern living room. Also, I already have a picture of a living room for my avatar. So if you want your avatar's home to be consistent across your generations, such as so for my avatar now, I have a bathroom. So anytime she's doing any bathroom content, it's the same bathroom that will appear. Anytime she's doing a content in her kitchen, it's the same kitchen that you'll see every time she's in a bedroom or a sitting room. So now all I'm going to do is in the references, right, I'm going to look for the image of her living room and bring that in here. So let's have a look. Okay, so I don't have it here yet. I'm going to... Okay, I don't have that here. I'm just going to click on the media and then go and bring the picture of her living room. So yeah, this is her living room. So I'm going to attach that as a reference. Once you have done all of that, the next thing you're just going to do is click on generate. Ensure that you're on the right model. So for this one, we're using Sedans 2.0 fast. And then this is where you can change the length of the video. Because when I was requesting for the prompt, I requested for 30 seconds, right? So this is the 15 second, the part 1. I'll leave that on 15 seconds. Ensure that you choose the right aspect ratio, because we're posting on TikTok. The correct aspect ratio is 9:16 for this one. And then the resolution, so is for this model that we're using, we have only 480p and 720p. But on the other Sedans model, you have higher qualities. If we check, you can see you have 480p, 720 and 1080p. So the higher the resolution that you choose, the more the credit that to consume. So you can see now Sedans 2.0 on 1080p is 135 credit. So I'm going to go back to the Sedans 2.0 fast, and I'm going to use, so you can see Sedans 2.0 fast for a 15 milliseconds on 720p will use 53 credit. But if I put it on the lower resolution, which is 480p, that would give me, that will use or consume 23 credit only. So for the demonstration purpose, since it's just a demonstration video, I'm going to use the lowest resolution to reserve my credit, right? So I'm going to click on generate now. So you can see that the video is already generating. All we have to do here is wait for it and see what is going to return to us. So the video is done generating, but unfortunately, I think when I changed the model, all of our references disappeared, right? Because I changed the model and I didn't remember to add them back. So I didn't get, this is what I got. And she does not look like me in any way. And the product also does not look like what was given to it. So we're going to redo this and we're going to reattach all of our references. Okay, so I'm going to start by attaching. So that's one thing you always need to check. Once you make sure you go through everything once again before you click on generate. Okay, that's the mistake I made here today, and I've just wasted my 23 credits now, but that's fine. Okay, so I've attached myself or my AI twin. I'll attach the product, right? I'll attach the living room and then my voice as well. Okay, yeah. So I have all of that attached, and then I think I also attached the the content of the product. So let's go and reference them again. Okay, so it's automatically referenced now. You can see because we've done that before. That's fine. Let me just confirm that other ones have been referenced. Okay, that's okay. Where it is, and the love con itself. So we have me here, the character reference. Then we'll have this living room reference. Then we have the product here. Okay, so everything is fine. I'll leave it, all of this is fine as it is. So I'm just going to click on generate again now. Okay. So the video is now regenerating. Video is done generating. You can see the model sitting in the exact same sitting room that I wanted her to sit in. I'm going to play the video now for you, and yeah. I just wanted something crunchy but also chocolatey. So I grabbed these little love corn, chocolate crunchy corn things. It's roasted corn covered in chocolate with sea salt. Wait, the crunch is actually so nice. Okay, this is staying near the sofa. You can see how realistic that is, right? So we're going to continue with the second part of the video now. So to download this, I'm going to click on this down arrow here beside the video at the top. So I'll click on that and that will download the video onto my device. So let's go back to ChatGPT and copy the second part of the video. Okay, so this is part 2 of the video. Okay, I'm going to copy that up to, I'm not going to include this B-roll part of it. Okay, so I'm going to copy that up to here. Click on copy, come back to my shaders. Now I'm going to remove every reference that I initially added here. Okay, I don't need them now. The only reference we will be using is the first video that we just generated. So I'll click here and then I'll click on upload because I want it to continue very seamlessly, is why I'm using that video now as a reference. Okay, so I've selected that first video which I just downloaded. I'll click on open. So while that is uploading here in the prompt area, I'm going to clear out that prompt. Before I type the prompt, let's finish the video with the video upload. Okay, so it's uploading now, it's checking the content to be sure that we're not using any real human video or image for this. That is done. I'll click on it and then I'll click on save, right? Okay, so while that is uploading, I'll just say continue this video, right? And then I'll tag it at video 1. And then I'll put a column and paste my prompt there so it knows what to do from there. Okay, so settings remains the same, and then I'm going to click on generate now. The second video is done generating, as you can see, and let's play it to see what we have here. They're tiny, but they're properly crunchy. It's like sweet, salty, and roasted at the same time. This is the kind of snack I want when I don't want a whole dessert. It's just a little chocolate crunch moment. If you like sweet and salty snacks, try this one. See how realistic that is. So all you have to do here is just download the second video rather. Once you have the two videos downloaded, you go on to your CapCut. So this is my CapCut desktop here. I'm going to click on new project. You can also use your phone if you don't have a laptop to use. It's the same CapCut everywhere, right? So I've clicked on that. I'm going to click on import to bring in my media, right? To bring into the two videos that I've downloaded. So this was the video 1 and this is the video 2. Click on open, right? So which one is video 1 here now? I think this was the first one. I'll bring that here. Let me play it to be sure. Okay, so this is video 2. So I'm going to drag this one and put in front of it. Okay, so that's our 2 videos. Now let me play it from the beginning for you to see how realistic, like very, very realistic and seamless that is. I just wanted something crunchy but also chocolatey. So I grabbed these little love corn, chocolate crunchy corn things. It's roasted corn covered in chocolate with sea salt. Wait, the crunch is actually so nice. Okay, this is staying near the sofa. They're tiny, but they're properly crunchy. It's like sweet, salty, and roasted at the same time. This is the kind of snack I want when I don't want a whole dessert. It's just a little chocolate crunch moment. If you like sweet and salty snacks, try this one. All right, guys, so that's our video all done. You can see how easy that was. Yeah, so that's it. If you want a video where you don't want her to talk, you can do like a B-roll only kind of video where you're answering those questions. Just tell it the kind of video that you want to generate and to tailor your prompt to what you have instructed it to do. I hope you have enjoyed this video. If you are yet to subscribe to the channel, please do well to subscribe. Drop a comment on this video, like and share with your friends. And if you have any AI tool you want me to review or any type of video that you want me to create next for you, please let me know in the comment section and I'll be happy to do that. Thank you all for watching and I'll see you in my next video.